Hey folks, happy Saturday morning rant. It's a special Saturday because it's a holiday. No, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck about the holiday weekend. It's 52 weeks of ranting. I remember picking up this phone a year ago and just shit talking because I was frustrated about something, and then just kept going, and here we are a year later, a year's worth of motherfucking material. Like, y'all are like the gift that keeps on fucking giving. Y'all just keep acting a fool, and I'm gonna just keep calling y'all out on that shit. So, I'm kind of proud of myself. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep going, but for now, I'm just keep talking my shit, and a lot of y'all are like, yo, thanks for doing that, because I can't do it because I work in this space, and I don't want to get punished by philanthropy, and I don't want to get fired from my job in nonprofit. Shit is crazy. Like, it's really insidious, the system of nonprofit that we have set up. But y'all know how I feel about all that. But I'm gonna talk about philanthropy for a minute. And usually I'll dive into my negativity about philanthropy, but let me just say something positive for a change. Because this week, someone reached out to me who runs a foundation, who used to run another foundation years ago that helped me. They gave me money to help launch the campaign to close Rikers. And, I always respect people who got into the Close Rikers campaign early and then like doubled down, as opposed to the people who was like, you're out of your fucking mind, and then got in later after everybody else got in. People like fucking Scott Stringer, who I think is running for fucking mayor after getting canceled over some dumb shit. In some ways, that man, I feel like he fucking deserves to be mayor, to be honest. Like, he has worked hard for that shit. Anyway, so this person calls me, and they ask my assistant, can we get together? And we get together, and I'm not gonna lie, I get on the phone with philanthropists, I'll be ready to fight. Actually, I get on the phone with almost everybody, I'll be ready to fight. I'm like, my brain be going 100 miles an hour. It's one thing, like, my brain is both a gift and a curse. Like, my brain be like 10 steps ahead of people in case I get into a fight. I'm thinking of the next 10 things I'm gonna do to save myself. And then at the same time, sometimes people ain't looking for a fight. And so I get on the phone with her, she ain't really looking for a fight. She looking to kick it, reconnect and stuff. But more importantly, she was like, yo, I want to use this quote I heard you say years ago. People closest to the problem are closest to the solution. But I want your permission. And she was like, since I didn't get your permission, I thought I wouldn't use it. But I at least wanted to let you know we were thinking about using it. And I was like, yo, well, you should use it. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, you should use it. I was like, honestly, it's not even I don't need attribution every time you use it. I just need what you're doing right now, which is picking up the phone and calling me and having some respect for the fucking hard work I put into this campaign to fucking close Rikers and this criminal justice reform sector that didn't even fucking exist when I first came out of prison. I just need a little bit of fucking respect on my name. And so we had a great conversation, and she talked about how she's thinking about philanthropy. And, I don't hate all philanthropy. I just hate philanthropy that doesn't feel like it should have the humility to even check in with a nigga about his fucking intellectual property, or it doesn't feel like it should own when it makes a mistake, or even like sets the field up for failure, because philanthropy does drive a lot of fucking failure, and they don't have to own it because they're so powerful. And, just having someone who's in the position of power but exercising some humility. And it was good to hear her say, like, I'm not staying in this position forever. She was like, my plan is to stay here just for a few short years. And I know that's scary for people. Everybody wants to have a job. You don't want to feel like you got to go looking for a job in 3 or 4 years. But the truth is, you got to have the humility to believe that, like, your brilliant ideas don't just keep flowing. Like, after a while, you got to bring in somebody else, somebody with new ideas, somebody to take it to the next level. That's how I think about leadership. Like, if you're scared, get a dog. Like, if you do well and you believe in others and you invest in the leadership of others and they grow, trust me, you'll be fine. You'll get a job somewhere else. That's how the fuck this world works. Except some people like to just hold on for dear life. Anyway, so it's good. But then this other philanthropist who used to give me money, I'm not gonna lie, and who I have a lot of respect for also giving me money early on, except like she has like this real like way of like moving through the world with a tremendous amount of fucking privilege. And part of it is that she herself and her family comes from a tremendous amount of privilege. But like, now she got millions and millions of dollars to give away. And like, she doesn't realize the kind of privilege she brings into the world and how she moves with it. So she was like, yo, we should get together. And I was like, yeah, we should get together. Although the way she tells it now is that I was like, let's get together. And she was like, yeah, let's get together. Like, I don't need your fucking money. I didn't say we should get together. I'm not out here calling up foundations, asking them to give people money. That's not what I do in my business. I help people become good fundraisers. Like, I can't be going around asking philanthropists to give money to everybody. It's only a matter of time before a nigga is persona non grata. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Like, you know, I can't just go around asking for money. That's just not how the fuck it works. That's not. If somebody tells you that you should hire them to help you raise money and they say they're gonna raise money for you, they fucking lying. That's not how this consulting shit works in development. I prepare you to be the best damn fundraiser you could be so that you don't need my ass eventually. That's how the fuck it works. Anyway, so she was like, yeah, let's get together. So my assistant and her going back and forth. And so she's like, yeah, maybe we could meet like Friday on the 14th at, 11:15 in Brooklyn. So first of all, like, I ain't fucking busy. Like, you only got one date. We could get the fuck together. I ain't busy. I ain't running 2 businesses. I ain't employing like 10 fucking people and then by extension working with another 30 people to get some shit done. I ain't busy. Just you busy, right? Because you run a foundation and because everybody comes barking to you for your time. No, bitch, I'm fucking busy. And I don't need your fucking money. I don't need your money. That's the thing. I don't need your fucking money. I don't need your money, and I'm sorry for the days when I needed your money and you was asking me to come down to fucking hotel lobbies in downtown Manhattan just so that the first question could be, who in the field is talking about me? How do people feel about me? All your fucking trauma and shit come into the workplace, except nobody can't check you on it because you're the one with all the money and they got to sit there and shake their head like a fucking bobble doll and make you feel good about yourself. But now, I don't need your fucking money. I don't care how rich you are. Like your family life. I know you rich. I know y'all rich. I know you come from a rich family. I know you got fucking celebrities in your family. I get all that. Good for you. I don't need all that. I'm a grown ass fucking man. And I'm your worst fucking scenario. A black man that doesn't need you. And so anyway, let me tell the rest of the story so y'all understand why the fuck I'm flipping out here. Like, my assistant was like, well, it's really hard for him to come to Brooklyn in the middle of the day because that means I got to travel to you an hour and change one way, come back an hour and change the other way just to see you for an hour. So I've just lost like 4 hours and change of my life to come to you. Why? Because you're used to people coming to you, except I used to come to you before because poor black people needed the money that you had to give away, that you're supposed to give away, that some rich person already got a tax benefit from putting into the foundation. And so, yeah, I used to travel to Brooklyn to do it. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. The difference is now, I ain't got to do it. So, like, she sends this nasty email to my assistant talking about, oh, well, he seems busy. I thought he wanted to meet with me. Tell him to reach back out to me at the end of summer. Don't hold your breath, bitch. You will be fucking dead. You will be dead waiting for me to reach out to you at the end of the summer. I don't fucking need you. And this nonprofit and philanthropic space emasculates the fuck out of black men so that they feel like they have to depend mostly on these white fucking women full of power and privilege trying to get you to bow to them to get a little bit of money so that they can give you $1 worth of work and a fucking nickel to do it with. I don't have to play that game no more. I was like, yo, let's meet for coffee in the morning. That way the first hour I'm traveling to you is an hour that I wouldn't have been able to spend anywhere else, that I wouldn't have been able to monetize, that I wouldn't have been able to help anyone else because everybody's still fucking asleep. And then I meet with you and then maybe take an Uber back so I can maximize that hour on the way back too. Oh, I know that sounds weird to you, a black man actually thinking about monetizing his time and his intellectual property instead of just coming to you for charity and begging for the little scraps that you're willing to throw his way. I'm just not that nigga no more. There's a lot of dudes out there that got to play that game. I hope they get a come up and one day they ain't got to play that game no more. In fact, if I had my way, I would have did what the fuck I proposed to y'all millionaires about 5 years ago. I said, give me a little bit of money. I will make a whole bunch of formerly incarcerated people into wealthy people. And then they could do the work from the position of having their own resources, and they won't have to keep coming back to you for money. And it's so odd because I was the first person to say that this criminal justice reform shit is going to dry up the minute liberals get fucking scared of their community and violence going up a little bit, which happened just after COVID. And I couldn't have been more fucking right, because the truth is the field is drying the fuck up. There's less money available. My car telling me that I'm about to kill somebody. I don't see nobody. I hate when my car is smarter than me. And yeah, so like, y'all don't want black men coming to you with this kind of attitude. You think I'm a little too uppity for you? You know, I'm just the kind of nigga you hate. Like, I have an opinion, I have an attitude. Then let us make our own money. And when I went to all these millionaires saying, give me a little bit of money so I could help make some formerly incarcerated advocates into millionaires so that they themselves can figure out how to do the work. Everybody ain't got to build a nonprofit to be successful doing advocacy work either. The truth is, every time a black man or black woman builds a nonprofit, they become a target anyway. The more successful you are, the more of a target you are. And not just the philanthropy and government and people like that, even to their fucking allies, even other formerly incarcerated people be coming for people. How many people you know in nonprofit now that are formerly incarcerated people that done made it to the top, that slammed the door behind them and ain't trying to make no fucking space for nobody else to come through the door? So just to be clear and fair, I ain't just talking about white people. I ain't just talking about white women. I'm talking about people who end up in positions of power and suddenly become the oppressor. Like, that's a lot of fucking people. It takes such fucking humility to realize that the moment you have a tremendous amount of power is the moment you have to be really thoughtful about how and when you wield that power. But let me not get off target, because this is rant number 50 motherfucking 2, a year's worth of this shit. I'm thinking, like, this morning I was like, okay, G, let this be the last one. Wrap this shit up. Take a bow. Exit stage left. But I feel like I got another 52 of these shits in me. And I feel like there's enough people out there who know that they doing some shit wrong, that don't like the fact that I'm doing these rants, but that are willing to do the right thing just a little bit because they don't want to become a rant. Like, don't become a rant. Don't become a rant. I'm gonna warn you, don't become a rant. I'm the one person probably in the whole field that ain't got no problem with calling your shit out. Don't become a rant. And the more I see it, the more I'm gonna call it out. And who knows, maybe I'm gonna turn up the volume even more over the next 52 weeks. I heard that there was this small group of formerly incarcerated people that was getting together talking about, yo, how can we isolate that dude? You had your chance. Don't fucking swing at the king unless you're gonna kill him. You had your chance. Canceled, remember? But not really. Not really. So, y'all keep doing what you do. That's a big ass rat. Y'all keep doing... New York is crazy. It's too early in the day for the rats to be out. It's like fucking 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Anyway, y'all keep doing what y'all do. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And the goal is actually to just, like, have a criminal justice reform space, have a nonprofit space, have a philanthropic space that is kind, caring, compassionate, equitable, just, and allows the space for people who really want to do the work to do the work. I know there's a lot of y'all out there that really do care about the work, that really do care about people. Anyone who knows me knows I'm on this, like, lifelong fucking journey to try to be a better person. That don't mean that I'm shaming myself when I don't get it right. That don't mean that I feel like I got to be right every day. And that don't mean I can't apologize when I get it wrong. But at least I'm trending towards trying to fucking get it right. And I just hate fucking hypocrites. And I hate people that hold in their power and then wield it when they feel it's time to wield their power. And y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. So a lot of y'all out there, white, black, whatever. Like, I see people taking people down all the time. Like, people who have so much power, who could literally just ask a person to come into a room and have a seat and figure out how to work some shit out together, especially when you're the one with all the money and all the power, instead doing shit to try to crush people. And the people they always try to crush are the black and brown, LGBTQ, anyone who, like, they say they give a fuck about and they have a lot of respect for, and, like, they're willing to hold them up as a token when they need to give them legitimacy as progressives or as even moderates or conservatives who give a fuck. But then the minute those black or brown people step out of line or get it wrong, they want to come for them. The problem is, if you work with people that you define as having problems throughout their life, they're going to show up as people with fucking problems. Like, what the fuck about that don't you understand? If you work with formerly incarcerated people, but you want them to show up like your colleague who went to Harvard or fucking Yale or wherever the fuck you went, then you shouldn't fucking be in this space. Because people who have grown up in lives filled with trauma, drama, oppression, problems, difficult families, difficult friends, lack of love, lack of support, how the fuck you expect them to show up? You expect just because you gave them a job making 70 grand a year that suddenly they're going to know all the skill sets it takes to navigate the workplace? No, they're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck it up over and over. But that's the point, right? That's the point. That's how you lift people up. That's how you move people from the margins to the center. Like, fucking changing your life and doing things different is not linear. You don't go from like, oh, I'm fucking it all up to, oh, I'm doing it all perfect. It's not how fuck life works. If it did, you shouldn't have a fucking job. Who the fuck needs you to be a nonprofit if all it takes is giving somebody a little 70 grand a year and they suddenly, their lives are fucking perfect? It's not how fuck this works. Okay, that's all I got for y'all. I thought I ain't even gonna know what to say this morning on rant number 52, but I feel good about where we landed. And now I'm gonna go enjoy my little holiday week. It's a holiday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Most people don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't know if I know what it means, but I'm gonna try to guess. It's about people who fucking gave their lives in the military so that people like me could open my mouth on Saturday morning and say what the fuck I want. This country's really fucked up and there's a lot more to be done, but I'm gonna take advantage of the ability to talk shit, and I'm gonna keep doing these rants for at least another year. In the meantime, don't let nobody steal your rainbow. Have a great weekend. Peace.